Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Depending on where you're joining us from. If you're actually looking at me, you'll see that I'm smiling.
From ear to ear.
In fact, I'm just so happy.
Mm.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm this happy in a bit. Okay? So touch the button small. The more the merrier. So touch the button small. Touch the button small. The more the merrier. Okay. So touch the button. Invite your friends. Share, distribute. Distribute. Invite your friends. Comfort, Priscilla, good to see you. How was your day? Touch the button small.
Touch the button small.
In fact.
Or you can choose to touch the button plenty. Mm-hmm. Touch the button small.
Okay. I hope everyone is as happy or as expectant as we
excited.
are. Okay, Pastor O is even adding more.
Oh, Matthew. Warisco. Comfort Bella. Ferdinand. You are all welcome. Our special guest is on standby.
And we're happy that she's here.
Yes, we're happy that she's here.
Okay.
Waiting to upload, offload, download. Mm-hmm. Is it side load? Upload, download, east load, west load.
That's all.
Oh, join.
You can coin words.
Hey. Okay, let's invite her to the stage, right?
While I take the...
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is with utmost pleasure that I read the citation of Mrs. Bisi Akintayo. Mrs. Bisi Akintayo, CEO of GTech Suites, is a highly regarded speaker and a prominent figure in the world of e-commerce. She's also known as the Amazon of e-commerce and an esteemed e-commerce and money coach. With this, she brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to her role. Her educational qualifications started with a first degree in English language. She is also an alumni of Pan Atlantic University and the recipient of numerous awards. Bisi Akintayo's accomplishments are a testament to her dedication and excellence. Throughout her mentorship, she has empowered countless individuals who have gone on to achieve remarkable financial success with inspiring stories of mentees making millions and thousands of dollars globally. Bisi Akintayo is also a co-founder of the Stephen Akintayo Foundation, where she plays an integral role in transforming lives through training and charity works. Her impact has been recognized with various prestigious awards, solidifying her reputation as a leader in her field. Additionally, Bisi Akintayo serves as the managing director of Geoglam Enterprise, an organization committed to nurturing successful entrepreneurs on a global scale. Her involvement in multinational organizations' board of directors further showcases her business acumen and strategic leadership. With a vision to impact over 10 million individuals globally in the e-commerce sector by 2030, Bisi Akintayo's goals reflect her passion for empowering others and driving economic growth. Outside her professional endeavors, Bisi Akintayo finds joy in her personal life as a happily married individual and a loving mother to 3 wonderful children. As CEO of GTech Suites, Bisi Akintayo continues to inspire and lead, leveraging her expertise and experience to propel the organization's success in the real estate industry. She's currently on a mission to empower women under the age of 40 to own their own personal properties. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please, Konaka, put your hands together, even if it is online?
You said
To
I'm the one that coined the
welcome-
words.
Yes.
Ponoaka.
To welcome this amazing woman to Family Trends platform. Mrs. Bisi Akintayo, welcome, please.
Thank you so much, Pastor Ife, Pastor O. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here and be on your platform as well. Sorry that I've been yawning, but I'm still jet lagged. So sorry about that. So thank you once again, and the online audience as well. Thank you for being here. I've seen that of late, Pastor O, you need to give a lot of accolades. This makeup I've been seeing on Pastor Ife's face that's enunciated her beauty. We need to give you more accolades because I know it is only. See, I'm even seeing Pastor Ife, your nails are painted. Like you painted your nails, nice color, black, goes with your red lipstick, your eyeshadow. Pastor O, thank you. You are doing very well. Thank you, sir. We need to make special soup for you. So thank you very much.
You see, these are people that know me because Bisi knows that I do not bother with these things.
I know that 100%, but Pastor O, this one is Pastor O's
Some days I don't even put powder on this face. I just go
like
right
you have
on.
dragged Pastor O on
we
social
thank God,
media.
to God be
He
the
has
glory.
dragged you to powder.
Yes.
Mrs. Bisi
Lipstick.
Akintayo, thank you so much. Thank you.
You
Thank you
look
for
so
honoring our
beautiful.
invitation. Pastor O is still
Thank you,
laughing.
Yes, now. I like the way she's lauding it.
Yes, you know, as of Sunday, we didn't even know you will be in the country to be able to be on this platform. But thank God you're here. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
So everyone on Family Trends, where are your friends? Where are your friends? You will not be the only ones to gain value today. There's an Amazon here. And she's ready to download. Okay, Warisco says Pastor O sabi better thing. Thank God.
Yes, sir.
We're happy for him.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think we should just start.
All right.
We know that many more will join us as we progress.
Yes.
So where do we start from? E-commerce.
Mm.
E-commerce.
Where do we start?
Where do we start? What is it about? Especially in today's world.
Okay.
You know? Because when we are talking about commerce, say 20 years ago, 30 years ago, some of us saw it as a subject. But when they now added E to the commerce, we don't know where the E started from and where the commerce ended. You know?
Yeah.
So thank God that we have, you know, somebody that can tell us all about this e-commerce. So, BC.
Okay, Pastor Ify, is that my cue to
in today's world?
sir?
What exactly are we talking about?
Okay, e-commerce is no longer strange to a whole lot of people compared to as far back as 2019, when a lot of people are still not open to allow the e-commerce to be involved in their businesses. So prior to that, prior to COVID, a lot of people did not see e-commerce as a necessity. But now, of course, the world has been able to embrace it, and a lot of people are even working from home. So e-commerce basically started as an avenue for people to be able to just buy goods. And right now, it has changed from just a platform of buying goods to buying goods and services via the internet and in exchange for money. So that's where the e-commerce has gotten to today. So e-commerce is basically anything I'm able to buy online, be it a course I'm buying online, be it a clothes, a shoe, be it even churches now have embraced e-commerce, and a lot of churches now have links whereby you can use to pay your offering, your tithe, even mosques, even different organizations via e-commerce. They've been able to work productively. I know of a company that since COVID started, they didn't have a physical office, not until this year. And even this physical office is basically like on a remote basis, whereby some people come in like maybe twice in a week and they don't come in all through the week. So e-commerce has really, really changed lives. It has made many people to be able to have access to several people all over the world without even having to be in that country. Just like now, we're having a live stream, and people from different parts of the world, of the country, can join and watch us and learn from the live show. So e-commerce has become broader, bigger than we can ever imagine, or than when it even started officially. So that's basically what I'll say about e-commerce.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
So simplified.
You made it so simplified.
Yeah.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
wondering that it's looking like there's something you should have told us yet that we haven't heard. Okay, so e-commerce basically is about every business that is done on the E. Online. Online digitally. Okay, so whether it is you're collecting mola for the church, or you're giving somebody mola to buy goods and services, that's e-commerce. Interesting. Okay. Those of you on the live stream, I know you have a lot of questions. Please start dropping them so that we're sure that you get the much value that you want to get. The Pastor, please check if someone has dropped any questions yet.
No. If you have any, you can just throw. So
yes, if you have any question, you can just drop it. Okay. All right. Mrs. Akintayo, I'm wondering, generally, what role does social media play in driving this e-commerce growth? And how can businesses effectively leverage on that for maximum impact?
Okay.
I'll take it again.
Okay,
What
please
role
do.
does social media play, as in social media platforms, in driving e-commerce growth? And how can businesses effectively leverage on that for maximum impact?
Okay, so social media for me has played a very crucial role in growing the e-commerce business. Now, when e-commerce came into place, Facebook, the likes of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn has not been very well optimized for a lot of growth, a lot of business acumen, and a lot of profitability. But with the advent of social media now, and they've been able to see the power of social media, the number of people using the social media platforms, now social media has been able to 100% help to drive in profitability through targeted adverts, through influencer, through partnership, branding. So businesses they've been able to also leverage on creating engaging content as well on different social media platforms. And this has also been able to target people of different demographics, people of different ages, interests, behavioral pattern, based on what they love to do on social media. It also has been able to target their interests, even based on marriage, based on location, based on even their annual salaries. So social media has been able to help people to target clients who are interested in their products. And because it has been able to target clients who are interested in their products, this means what? The more people are seeing my products, who of course are likely to be interested, the more it turns to cash flow for me, the more I begin to make more money. And in making more money, I'm happy. I'm able to spread the word more about social media and use social media to get the kind of result I want. So social media has played a very crucial role in helping profitability in the e-commerce sector. For me now, I have trained over 10,000 people globally in e-commerce sector. And you will not believe it that I've not seen 95% of my students. A lot of them has been able to get my products and my service via social media, via Instagram adverts, Facebook adverts, YouTube ads. So which has really, really helped me to be able to connect with my audience, help me to get new clients. Via social media, people can even sometimes say some people's day-to-day activities. For instance, if not for this live show, you will even know I'm back in Nigeria because I've not posted that on social media. So if I've posted it, of course, everyone knows I'm back home. So that's how powerful social media can even help people to know your itinerary, where you are, where you'll be. But social media for me has been a real pivot to for my success in terms of e-commerce success. So e-commerce has helped quite a large number of people to become billionaires, to become millionaires in the world today, compared to during the time we're doing conventional marketing. It takes a lot of young people to get to the top, to even become millionaires. But with the use of e-commerce, of course, social media has played a vital role in ensuring that even young people it would have taken longer years for them to get some things their father or their forefathers got. Because of social media, they're able to achieve that just at the snap of a finger. So social media has played a very key and vital role in terms of profitability. Hello, Pastor, if are you still with me?
So much. I'm actually wondering, assuming someone, yes, can you hear me?
Perfect now. Me? Yes, I can hear you. It's perfect.
Yes, go ahead.
I said, I'm actually wondering, assuming someone is just a fashion designer, for instance, and is on this program. Okay, so she's listening to you and she's wondering, okay, she's into fashion business. What are the nitty-gritty things she will do? What is it that if she comes to you, you will advise her to do for her to move to the next level?
Okay, using an e-commerce platform, right? So the number one thing I would say, if you're a fashion designer, congratulations, because you already have your clear niche at the back of your mind, which is important. But how do you now use the e-commerce platform, leverage your social media as well to be able to make more sales for your business, for yourself? Number one is not enough for you to have gotten your niche right. Number two, you need to now pick your name. Your company name has to be something that people can easily remember, something that is short. It doesn't have to be your name. That's a mistake a lot of people make. It doesn't have to be your name. It just has to be something short, something people can easily remember and people can easily relate to it. Then apart from that as well, you can also ensure that apart from the name, you register your company, register your name. Registration is not expensive. So you can register your company's name, because by the time you want to do your registration, it may likely not be available. Then also buy your domain. I would advise when you get your name, because the domain you don't buy today might not be available tomorrow, and you might pay higher if you want that particular domain. So you can buy your domain, and that's your domain name. You can go on namecheap.com to buy your domain name. Is less than $10, so you can quickly buy that. So going to namecheap.com, you can get that sorted for yourself on namecheap.com. But before you go to namecheap.com, you can also go to what is it called now, namechecker.com. Now, I advise you to go to Namechecker. Let me spell Namechecker. Namechecker is spelled as the word name, Name, then checker, Checkr. So the only letter you remove is the E. So Checkr, that's namechecker.com. You go on this platform and you check the different the name you want to pick, okay? The name you have concluded. Check if that particular name, they've not taken it on .com, is also still available on the different social media handles you want to create it. Because it's important that your name is the same across all your bio. All your social media pages. Your profile picture, whether you're using the logo of your company, or you're using some of your products, or you're using your own face, just ensure that it's a digitally edited picture that you are using, not a okay. I think I lost my chain of thought there, but I'm going to remember and say that again. But just ensure that in creating, I've spoken about your niche, I've spoken about your social media, and everything should be the same. I've spoken about you getting a domain in your name, which is very important. Then your social media handle, ensure that everything is the same across all your social media handle. Your social media handle is not, for instance, now, if you go to my social media handle, you see all my social media handle is BC Akintayo, except for TikTok. So TikTok says BC Akintayo because I did not open my TikTok on time. I was thinking TikTok was just for people who just want to play. But by the time I wanted to open TikTok, my BC Akintayo was no longer available. So what this does is that it helps people to easily search for your name. When I type BC Akintayo, I can find BC Akintayo on every social media platform without having to struggle to find BC Akintayo. So this is very important. So you can have BC Akintayo. So your name should be the same. Your profile picture should be the same across all your social media platform. Is very important. And this will help for more brand credibility. So when people not even see a fake account, I remember there was a time I used a different DP on one of my pages. People were reaching out to me. They thought maybe somebody else had taken my account. So this really helps. So in case somebody's trying to use your account to do some illegal things, people can even alert you. So it's very important. Then there's something called SEO ranking on social media. So you want to rank your SEO, for instance, on Instagram. I don't know you, so why should I come to your page? So it's what you write on your page that will determine if I would come into your funnel to know what you do. I want to connect with you. So social media ranking on SEO ranking on Instagram, you need to write a good descriptive 1 line or 2 line pages on what you do, or who you are, what you have done. Okay, it could be what you do, who you are, or what you have done. Okay, you can write it there. For instance, mine is I've helped over 10,000 people globally, work with a company as well, and help our clients to make millions, quadruple their income or millions, something like that, that I wrote on my Instagram bio. So you can have that also on your Instagram, on your Facebook as well, your LinkedIn. So this is what people read, professionals read, that makes them want to connect with you and do business with you. So you can do that as well. I'm trying to remember more. I don't think I can remember all of them, but there are so many things you can do on social media as a fashion designer. That you want to create good content, have good phones, just like you would save money to buy Ashwebi. I'm sure Pastor Ife and Pastor O knows what I mean by Ashwebi. Do you know what I mean by Ashwebi? Do you know Ashwebi? I believe Pastor Ife and Pastor O
Yes.
understand that. Yes,
Yes,
so
so
Ashwebi, you can save money
yes,
to buy
we know.
Ashwebi. So the same way, save money to buy good phones
Yeah.
so that you can take good pictures, because your business needs good pictures. Okay. Then you can also create content about your business as a fashion designer. You can show them the process of making that fashion clothes. People like to see the process. Forget it, you might not be in the best fashion designer, like the best store, very looking all nice. It doesn't matter how your store looks like. As you make more money, even with your social media page, as long as you are good at what you do, gradually you get more people patronizing you, even in the online space, and you can use the money to buy a better place, or rent a better place for your fashion outlets. So don't worry about the fact that your fashion outlet is not looking all beautiful, and using that to restrict yourself from starting. So just start anyhow. It doesn't matter how you start. So you can use your social media platform, take people through the process. Even when you are cutting, when the clothes is finished, you can also ensure that you have your clientele reviews. They are very important. People will trust what other people are saying about you than what you say about yourself. So this is very important. You also have your reviews, and you can also ask nicely, not imposing on people, like, give me a review. What do you think about that particular product, that outfit I've bought for you? I mean, I made for you. I think I'm taking so long in answering this question, but I hope the fashion designer who is on this platform and anyone else on this platform has been able to pick one or two things. I don't spend so long
Okay,
answering one
It's
question.
beautiful.
It
it's
looks
okay.
as if
It's fine. Thank you.
Mm.
It's
okay, okay, beautiful. I'm glad to hear that. I felt at the point that I was beginning to really talk so much. Pardon my face.
Okay.
You
You know,
I'm still seeing my face that is looking quite stressed. So I'm so sorry. I had to wear these glasses to hide my face. I'm hiding behind my glasses today because it is
it's
very. So I
okay.
hope I'm actually, Pastor
No
Ife, I hope I'm
problem at all.
actually
But
helping
the
that
face
fashion
is okay.
designer right now.
the face is
Thank you.
okay.
The face is very okay and very
It's
relaxed.
still the BC
Very
that we
no, this
know.
face is not relaxed. This face wants to sleep.
Okay, in the course of the discussion, you talked about, this conventional commerce,
Okay.
vis-a-vis the e-commerce.
Yes, sir.
And then something came to mind, it seems the e-commerce have come to simplify things, because when we are talking about the conventional type, you have to look at the demography. You want to know the particular people you are going to. Sometimes it may be challenging. But now with social media, taking off from where you stopped, with
Absolutely.
the increasing importance of personalization in e-commerce, what are best practices for using data to create tailored shopping experiences? Trying to
Okay.
tailor.
Okay. So in trying to tailor,
I don't know if you
diff-
understand the question I'm trying to ask.
like in trying to tailor shoppers' personalized experiences. I don't know if I get that right, but you can take it again.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hello, Pastor Ife. Pastor O,
Okay. I said
can
then,
you hear me?
that because when you are talking about the conventional e-commerce and conventional commerce and e-commerce, you know, it seems, I might be wrong, that the e-commerce maybe makes it easier when you want to tailor your or personalize your product to a particular demographic, you know, because in social media, you have the elderly, you have the middle age, you have the younger ones, you have the male, you have the female, you have, you know, everyone. Some you have in a particular geographical location, as much as you also have in other geographical locations. You know, so with the increasing importance of this personalization in e-commerce, what are the best practices for using data to create tailored shopping experiences?
Okay. So I get that. So it's just a norm now that on e-commerce. So what you find, even when I was trying to log into the link you sent to me, it told me to, I've never it's still on my screen. I saw something that popped up. We use cookies. We use the necessary technical cookies to make our site work. We did also like to set analytics and profiling cookies to deliver more relevant ads, improve your products and services, and reach more people who may love our products. This will be set only if you accept them. So you send me some cookies. Is that I accept all the cookies, or I customize the cookies to what I would prefer, so I don't begin to get all sort of junks in my email. So what it does, if I accept all cookies, so it's able to, like, data has become, the internet has become like a witchcraft. Let me put it that way, whereby via a mirror, a witchcraft can actually see where you were yesterday, what you have done, and or a witch, don't let me say witchcraft rather. So they can see basically everything. So the same thing with the internet now. Once you're on the internet, every website you go to, everything you click on, you check, the website, the internet is collecting this data, keeps collecting it. So if I accept all the cookies, it's able to know what my personality is like, what my shopping or the kind of website I visit. So when they have anything which is close to what they know I would love, they begin to send me messages. Oh, we have this, we have that. So they're able to know my kind of lifestyle on the internet. So if I'm on that individual who actually will go while away time on social media, spend time doing nothing. So it's just basically what the social media has degenerated to right now. So they are able to know, for instance, you see Facebook collecting your age, collecting the school you went to, where you work, even LinkedIn. All of these things are used, are data that they collect. So we might think, oh, Facebook is not, we are not paying to use Facebook. Everybody knows that. We're not paying to use Instagram. Everybody knows that. I think years back when they just started, they were charging like $1 for you to use. I think it was Facebook, but that stopped. So you might think that, oh, I'm smart, I'm not paying Facebook. But trust me, Facebook is earning more money than we think if we had to pay them. How? Because what Facebook is doing is that they are collecting data, and data equals to money. Anybody that has data has money. So what Facebook is doing is that they are collecting data, and when maybe someone like me pay them for advert, the data they've collected based on my demographics, my behavior, my interest, my age, my marital status, the place I work, which they could know whether is a place that is high net worth or a low place. So they are collecting data, and data equals to money. It's because when I run advert and I want to target such demographics, who will give me the data? Facebook will give me the data. So you didn't pay Facebook, but Facebook is collecting money from other clients with the data you have entered. So yes, data is very key. It helps to personalize your shopping experience and helps you to be able to navigate it better. Yes, Pastor Ife. Hello, Pastor. Are you still there, sir?
Okay. Let's go through the comment section and know if anyone has a question.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, most
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
Pastor.
So we'll just quickly run through the comments and see if there is a question for you there before we proceed.
Okay. Okay, beautiful.
If you have questions, please just drop your question.
Because what I see are actually comments. I see e-commerce has really helped us to learn new design and styles without going to meet someone to teach us. We can go to the YouTube and watch them do a practical aspect, both the cutting and sewing, even those that do makeup and hair stylist. Okay, Wari School. All right. Is there another comment or question? Another comment or question?
Okay,
Family trends, this is your chance. So what is it you want to learn? What do you want to know about e-commerce? This is your chance, and I'm not seeing the questions. You have a whole Amazon sitting in front of you. Someone that is always traveling the globe to teach e-commerce. And here you are, you're not asking questions. Chairman Debbie Eminent, if it's me and you now, you would have asked me the component and the properties. Yeah, Rosemary is having network issues. All right. Ifo, I see you. Thank you for joining. The questions, please bring them on. Okay. In the absence of any question. Okay. Mrs. Bisi, I think I'm about asking you. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was trying to go on Facebook to check if there was question as well. So sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So we have all these e-commerce giants like Amazon, and they are so good in terms of logistics and customer service. So I'm wondering that how can small businesses compete? I mean,
Okay,
in terms of these logistics and customer service.
That's a very beautiful that's a very beautiful question.
What can small businesses do to at least be noticed?
So that's a very good question in terms of because a lot of small businesses, their goal is to be like Amazon. But the truth is it took Amazon a whole lot of years to get there. So they didn't get there just like within 5 or 1 year or 2 years. So what I would say is if you already have a niche market, that's beautiful. So stay in your niche and offer unique products to your clients and provide exceptional customer service. Now, customer service has been what globally has been able to help so many people to retain their clientele best. So if you have a good customer service, be sure that your clients want to stay with you, they want to stick with you just because of your customer service. If you go into a store now, for instance, and I've told people, if you know you are not good with customer service job, there are some people they are so nasty. I'm so sorry to say. Now, one happened in my presence. I remember a sister of mine, she was trying to reach out to someone yesterday to contract a job to the person. So she got the person via a referral, and she said, "Oh, I got your contact." In short, the voice of the person was so rude at the first contact because the guy wanted to know how you got my contacts. And I don't understand. You run a service. Someone contacted you for a job and you are still insisting I must know the name, the person that actually referred you. It doesn't make any sense to me. you're doing the service or you're not doing the service. If you are doing the service, oh, I got a referral, I don't necessarily need to continue to ask what's the name of the person, who is the person, more as if you are scared that it's somebody who owes you money that is trying to reach out to you. So the person called him and said, okay, I want to know how long it's going to take for this particular document I want from you to be ready. And he said he doesn't know. He said, I mean, I just want to know how long it will take to be. He said, I don't know. The only thing is you can come to my office and do the documents. I don't know how long it will take to get ready. And it was so rude. And my own answer to that is, why must he? Because this is the same person that also business is dry. Oh, there's no sales tomorrow. But yet he has a very poor customer relation with people. He doesn't know how to talk on phone. He doesn't know how to address clients, new clients coming to him. Of course, personally, I just told the person, don't even bother, go and meet this person to do it. He said he doesn't know, and he doesn't know. So, and he was even so rude about it. This is line of business. How will he not know when the document will be ready once you pay him for the service? So it means you have to keep following him and doing the talk and push and praying and fasting before you can get details of when your document will be ready. So if you know you have a poor customer service, you can't handle insult from clients, please do not go into business. You are not called out for it. Even if you have a niche-based business, don't even go into it, because professionally, when you see customer service people, even abroad, is this Nigerian, they don't know how to say ma. Everybody I've called and even visited in their store that was trying to buy something from overseas, at least in US, not much of that in Dubai, but in US, you see them addressing you as ma, thank you ma, whether you're talking to them on phone, okay ma, yes ma. And I'm not talking about black to black, I'm talking about white to black. Even in their stores, you see them addressing with courtesy. And that's because their job is at stake if they don't. So it is just that a lot of people are not used to that and they don't want to grow into that, which of course they have to if they must make their businesses thrive. Like I said, if you know you cannot be a good customer care representative, number one is that you don't start the business, or number two, you have the option of employing somebody to do that. So it's very important for small businesses who are aiming to be like Amazon's. Number one of the things you need to focus on is to ensure you have an exceptional customer service. This is very important. Then number two is to have flexible logistics solution, because this is still an issue in our country. We've not really gotten the logistics part really right, especially now that fuel, diesel, and everything is really going up. So the government really needs to help to stabilize that. I know a lot of businesses who have gone out of business all because of this fuel issue. People who are doing Uber, they've had to stop doing Uber because it wasn't paying them anymore. Compared to when Uber just came into the country. And for the Uber, please, it's not just in Nigeria. When I was in US as well, there were a lot of complaints as regards how Uber will collect, would take about 60% and give them 40% of the fees. So it's not only in Nigeria they're complaining about Uber. I'm just saying this for the sake of those who has anybody who is doing Uber. So for me, what's the solution to that? Maybe I start my own Uber company as well. If I don't like how they are treating other people, I can start my own. We have InDrive now locally in Nigeria. So you can ask a friend who can create a app, because all they do is connect you with a rider and they collect a percentage. So there's not basically anything, but you also have to be ready to ensure that the security of whoever you are, their details are well collected. So it's not that you just go and start and you start seeing people using a particular app to do a lot of commit atrocities. So they have to have good logistics. So we hope our government, or we ourselves, can find a way to make our logistics better. Logistics in terms of for small businesses, logistics is a challenge, especially in Nigeria or in some African countries. Why? Because I know in Dubai, when I order for something, I can get it the next day. I can even get it immediately. Even in the US, I can order for quite a number of things and get it within a couple of days or the next day, depending on what I order for. But here, and the logistics is relatively cheap. Some are even free delivery. But how do we do that in a country whereby diesel, petrol, everything has really skyrocketed? Might be quite difficult to come, but we can find a way around it. Sometimes you can add the money for delivery. I've done that quite a number of times. Add the money of delivery of whatever product you want to deliver, add it to the product. So you tell them free delivery, but of course, delivery is not free. You have added the money of the delivery to the product you are selling, but you can only do this when you are selling a product that the price is actually high ticket, not that you're selling something of 1,500 and you're telling them delivery is free. That will not work. You will be losing. And you can also do combo and upsell. Combo in the sense that combo packages, okay, rather than just buy a comb from a shampoo from me, you can buy a comb, you can buy some other things for the hair also from me, and that way you are also getting everything all encompassed, and you're getting a discount for buying the combo package. So there are several things you can once you can just think well. And also one of the things I would advise for anyone who is into the e-commerce business or who is planning to go into it is those who are actually competitors in your field, ensure you follow them and see what they are doing. Don't see them as your enemy and don't pray for their businesses to go down or collapse like some people will do. Rather, what I advise you to check what they are doing well, how you can do it better to get the kind of results you want in your business as well. So that, of course, you can begin to make more money. So your competitors are not your enemies. They are just people that can help you reach the milestones that you want to get to very fast by you studying them, leverage on their mistakes as well. And their mistakes now, fine tune it, try to work on it to make it better so that you can get better results. Okay, Pastor Ife and Pastor Ho, I hope I answered that question. I'm looking at my time and I'm saying, hey, I'm talking too much. But I hope the online audience are learning. That's what is more important for me.
Wow. Wow. No, it's fine. We are
Please,
enjoying it and we are learning. There's a question
Because
here
I'm
that
trying to be time
someone,
conscious.
threw up. He said, what harm has social media done to e-commerce?
Okay. What are social media? That's like the
Yes.
disadvantages of using social media for sales. Now, there's not
Henrietta
much of
asked, what harm has social media done to e-commerce,
so
if any?
so if any. That's why I said disadvantages are not as much as the advantages. Where the advantages are enormous, but the disadvantage, which is more like the harm it has done, is in the sense that some people who will not verify the seller of the particular product or services are falling victims. So you can easily fall prey of scams online if you don't do your due diligence and you just are emotionally into the products that you see that was launched. And this happened a whole lot during COVID. So many people were scammed using Facebook, and Facebook had to bring more stringent rules. And we are still paying for it today. Before, with a 5,000 naira, you can run adverts and make like a sale of ₦1 million yourself. You can make sales of 500K. I've done it. So I've seen what I've done and it has happened. But since advent of COVID and a lot of people trying to scam people, a lot of rules came in from Facebook to mitigate this, and so that's more like an harm that social media has done. Some people have lost their money to scammers due to social media. So that's one of the major harms as well that social media has done to e-commerce. Just you not being able to verify who the seller of that particular product is before you go and pay. And I tell people, don't just pay because you're emotionally carried away by the advertisement you see. And I tell people that if people cannot touch your emotions, they cannot touch your pockets. And this is very important in selling. What people do before you buy any product, people have touched your emotion. For instance, maybe I went to the store to buy this blue shirt, and only for me to get there, I see a matching shoe or bag rather that goes with this blue shirt. So what happens? I begin to think, or maybe the marketer begins to push it to me and say, don't you think this bag goes with this particular shirt? Coincidentally, I have a blue bag on my table. that matches with this blue top. But I did not buy it because of the blue top anyway. Well, now that I'm talking, it just occurred to me. So so what they eventually will do is either sell to your emotions, or you by yourself, you sell to your emotions, and anyone that cannot sell to your emotions cannot touch your pocket. So don't allow people to sell to your emotions without verifying who they are. Thank God for the online space. You can go online, try and find reviews about them, try and follow them for a while. Not that somebody just opened a new page and trying to market you. Try and check if they have an office address. If they don't even have an office address, or they just have an online space, just check their reviews, do the due diligence, or just buy and lose your money and now begin to lament that the online platform is a scam. I've been using the online platform for about 10 years now. I've never been scammed, and I've never fallen victim. So you just also have to be extremely careful before you buy anything online. So the only thing damage it has done to the e-commerce sector is in the ability of people being able to lose their funds to scammers, because they were unable to do their due diligence before they pay for that service or product. Okay, I hope that answers your questions. Your question, rather.
Wow. Wow. You know, talking about if someone cannot appeal to your emotions, then it cannot.
The person
have your
can get
money.
to your money. That's
Yes,
a good
sir.
one.
Very
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yes.
You're welcome, Pastor.
And then I'm actually wondering, what are the key considerations for businesses looking to expand their e-commerce presence internationally?
Okay, so if you're planning to have your e-commerce presence internationally, one of the key and amazing things you need to understand is you need to study the market. You don't just jump. What works in Nigeria cannot work in the US. What works in the US cannot work in Dubai, cannot work in UK, cannot work in. It might just be, you might just have to tweak and change the strategy. So you have to study the market, understand the market of any country you're going to. Number two, find a community of find your community, find a community of where people like you or of your color are based. You want to, because it's a new market, you're just trying to go there internationally. So find a community, belong to that community, contribute productively, and these people can even give you strategy or ways or things you can do as well to help you push your new business forward. And they know the market better, so they can help you and guide you around. So number one, like I said, understand the community you're going to, know what works, not what their rules are, their regulations are. Like in Nigeria now, I can bring in makeup and sell online. There's no challenge, there's no issue. I can sell it, but in US, you can get sued for a makeup you buy, and maybe it's causing blemishness on their face. Like when I came back now, I had some skin reaction due to the water. So if I had used a makeup, maybe I bought a skincare product, and after using it was when I had this reaction, I can sue the company, the skincare company, because it was after I used it, I began to have that issue on my face. So I can sue the company. So if you don't know that and you just go ahead and you import creams or import some products because you can make money from them, you just see a lot of lawsuits at your front door that can ruin that individual for the rest of that person's life. So always do your findings, know what works and what does not work in that country, before you actually venture into doing e-commerce in that particular country. Because what works, like I said, in Nigeria may not work there. Some of them you need some licensing, you need some other things before you can be able to sell in the e-commerce platform. Let me take Dubai for instance. Now in Dubai, because we have offices, real estate office in Dubai. In Dubai, for instance, if you want to own your own e-commerce business, you must have a license for you to have your own e-commerce business, operate online, not even offline, not have a physical store. So the fact that I want to sell product online, I must have a license for that. But in Nigeria, you and I know we don't need a license. A lot of people are even operating, they don't even have their business name registered. How much more a license? So what works here might not work for other countries. So you want to really, really take your time to understand the market, which is number one. consideration you have to put in place. Number two, thing you have to put in place apart from okay, I said community as well. Have a community there, which is important. So have a community. The community can tell you what to do, how to go about it, how to ensure you get increased sales, profitability. So the community can help you for all of this. And then also another thing which I would advise is get a website, because you are dealing with an international market. They need to see your website, and your website is like your office. So if I cannot see your website and see all the big English you are saying, and I can't find it on your website, then I'm so sorry, I might not be able to deal with you. I might not be able to do business with you. So your website is key for you to have there when you are going there to the country. And depending on the kind of languages they speak in that country, you can have option of, or your website can translate into English and Arabic, or English and Spanish, and depending on the country where you are trying to move your business into. Then another thing which is important if you're trying to move into another market internationally is try to forge partnerships with this particular international agencies. Forge partnership with them. This is very important. Find the key people. It might not be the main key people, but the key people, some people who know the key people, you can find them, collaborate with them, strike a partnership with them. They would even be able to show you more things and how things run in that particular country. So these few things I believe can help you break even in the international market. Of course, you want to spend money. Don't be stingy. Some people are really, really stingy, extremely stingy. They would rather spend for their physical outlook than for them to spend on their business. So you also have to spend on your business. You have to spend money to do PR, marketing. Find the PR manager to also help you push your product, push your campaign really heavy. Okay, I hope that answered my question, and the online family are learning and getting value. I hope so. Okay, over to you, Pastor Ife and Pastor O.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, there's a quick comment here. Let me see. Someone is saying, based on your experience so far, how
do you maintain your trustworthiness in online space as a professional? Who has helped you?
Okay, so
your trustworthiness. I actually think she mentioned something that may have answered this in one of the questions, but let's wait for her to take it.
Okay, so what I say here, I say this word that brand drops off from brand to grow their brand. Now, a lot of people do not want to strike. I spoke about partnership. A lot of people do not want to form partnership or strike partnership with people because they feel that maybe these individuals will stay my clients. We are into real estate now. I started with e-commerce. Now I've ventured into real estate. And you see us still collaborating with other real estate companies. You see me commenting even on posts of people who are into real estate like ours, and even pray for them, because I believe that when we do not form a union of togetherness, what happens is that when you are wishing your competitor to go down, what happens is that you as an individual, you are the one that go down. So I pray for people who are even in the same business that I know. And I believe the sky is extremely wide and it can take every one of us. So if you don't trust me, if you see me, that's why for you as a business owner, you're in the online space, your reviews already mentioned this and your testimonials are very important. Then you also need to collaborate with other brands like this live show Pastor Ife and Pastor O is doing right now. For instance, some of you who do not know me, is just normal. Some of my audiences, maybe they are watching this right now. I don't even know if I've shared it on my page. My PA needs a big query because she's supposed to have shared this on my page right now. And I just shared it now. By sharing this, people watch it. Maybe one or two people will follow Pastor O after watching this. Maybe one or two people will follow me after watching this live show. Guess what has happened? Because you saw me on Pastor O's show, you don't know me before. Forget all the things that Pastor Ife or Pastor O has written about me, because you don't know me before. Now, because you have seen me here, you believe Pastor Ife, you believe Pastor O. What happens? You believe that whoever they bring on their platform are people that you can trust. So what happens is, because of that, you automatically follow me and now begin to see what I do and believe in what I do. So before you know it, maybe one of these days you just patronize and buy a property in Dubai. From that, who knows? The same thing, my followers will just, maybe one or two of them, follow Pastor Ife and like what they do. Me, I like what they do. So before we started, I was already laughing. You did not hear what when Pastor Ife was trying to walk around something, get something. And I was laughing at, hey, Pastor Ife. So what happens eventually don't let me digress too much. What happens eventually is that my brand will rub off on Pastor Ife's brand. Pastor Ife's brand will rub off on me. It's just the way it is. But if you are now trying not to collaborate with other brands, because we are in a season of collaboration, we are in a season where brands are rubbing off on brands to grow their brands. So at this season, at this phase, you want to go live more in your online business. That's why when I said it earlier, you can go live in your online business. I'm not sure if I said it, but you can. I said about showing the process of the business, like when Pastor Ife give example of that fashion designer, I should give an example of a fashion designer trying to run a business online. So you can show the process. Then some people want to see the face behind the brand. So you can decide to show your face. You can, if you are that camera shy person, you can put on glasses like I'm doing right now. So you can put on glasses. If you don't want to put on glasses, you can use a lot of avatars that are online. Sure, people enjoying those avatars. When you're trying to use those kits. I know of a lady, she's selling jewelry. That's what she sells online. But she uses all this avatar. And she has loads of followers. One video, she can have 45,000 views on one video. And nobody's asking her that, what is your real face? What does your real face look like? And this is a very pretty lady. But she's known for that avatar. She has built a brand, built a business, and she's making money on that avatar-like face that she's using to promote her business. So you can use that as well. That will hide your face from the public, will not even let them know who you are. And if your camera shine short, even if you watch yourself and say, is it me? Am I the one using this kind of avatar? You will laugh at the kind of things you're doing. So that's also another thing you can do to make people trust you in the online space. I don't do pay on delivery. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. I dislike it. So I will tell people, if you cannot trust me too, I cannot trust you. We both have trust issues. Although I'm not the one that handle our delivery. We have staff who do that. But on our online space, we don't write that. No exchange, no refund. No, we don't do that, because if you're a new business or your business is still growing, even when your business has grown, you can't just say no refund, no exchange. In America, after 30 days, they are doing exchange. But because our Nigerian people, that system will not work for them. Of course, you can tell them exchange within 3 days, within 7 days. You can also work with a logistics company and tell them that, when they get to the house, so before they deliver the item, they must see that you have acknowledged that you have received money before they deliver the product to the client. So pay on delivery can still work for you if you use this method. I used that early in our business as well. I said, okay, if the delivery person gets your voice, if it's outside Lagos, I can't do that because it won't work. So if you don't trust our company, and I would also say, put your business on Google My Business. Okay, it's very important. Go to Google My Business if your business is not there. So you can just say Google us, and if they Google you, they can find you. Then one other thing about Google My Business is that people can easily locate you, know where your business is. I remember there was a time I was trying to find a place for dreadlocks around me. Do you know I couldn't find anybody around me in Ikoyi who can lock my hair? It was showing me people in Surulere, people in Ikeja, and I was very, very angry. Does that mean there's nobody that can lock hair in this Ikoyi, because I always have to go to Ikeja to lock my hair, and I was tired of that trip, going and coming just because I want to relock my hair. And one day I was looking for an outfit for an event, and I went to a couple of stores, and I went to this particular store, and I saw more than 5 people very close to me here locking, who can relock hair for people. And I said, my God, so you people are here and you are just losing customers because you don't have a Google My Business account. So Google My Business account, what it does is that when you type like, when I was looking for someone to help me relock my hair, or a dreadlock shop near me, it brings the people who have already registered themselves on Google My Business, brings them and tell me how many minutes I'll take to get there. Or maybe I want to buy grocery store near me. I'm just moving to this environment. If your own particular store is located on Google, I can easily find you. But if it is not, I might not be able to find you. It means your business is not even online. So that would really help your business as well. And it can also help people to trust you, and oh, our business is on Google, and get verified on Google when your business is on Google. It's very easy. You can go watch YouTube videos on how to put your business on Google My Business. It's not something difficult. People used to charge as much as 100K, 50, 150K to put your business on Google. But I'm telling you, it's totally free. You don't need to pay any amount of money. But don't put your house address because it won't be nice for people to come to your house to come by or see your product. So how you can gain trust is what I've said. If you're a young brand trying to grow, even if you don't have anybody patronizing you, beg your family and friends to patronize you so that they can give you a review and you can post that review. And that review that you post can help you get more clients who will buy your products. Okay, I hope that answers your question.
Wow. Thank you, BC. In fact,
my notepad is full.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Pastor.
So, can you hear me?
Yes, Pastor.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Pastor.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
My notepad is full. I've actually summarized a lot of learning points, and usually I would have wanted to go through them. But rather than even spend time going through this summarized content, I would have wanted to just ask you one last question.
Okay.
Pastor O, would you?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you can ask the last question. But there's a question on Facebook.
A lot of people go Dr. Akintayo, and I think I actually love that Dr. Akintayo. Even though she'll say, no, I'm not a doctor yet, but she will be very soon. We're prophesying.
Yes.
A lot of people have said that she become doctor.
What trends do you see shaping the future of e-commerce? And how can businesses stay ahead of these trends?
Okay, before I talk about the trend shaping the future of e-commerce, I saw that the person who asked question on Facebook said, can a shop address be added to the Google My Business? That's perfect. If you have an office address, if you have your shop address, your store address, just add it. It will even help you to get verified on time. And I would prefer you request for a call to be verified. If the SMS is not working, verification can be immediately when you register. You don't need to wait for a long time. How you know you have been registered is when you see that blue tick, just like we have on Facebook and Instagram. The blue tick shows that you have been verified. So yes, you can have those addresses there 100%. But I don't prefer house address because it will show your address to people who are willing to come and patronize you, and you don't want them coming to knock at the door of your house because that's your secured you're secured abroad. So you don't want that. But if you don't have an office, maybe a friend has an office, you can decide to put that. Let me crack a funny joke that happened one time. So one of my mentees, she's in Canada now. So she has even forgotten that she put her store address in Google My Business when she was trying to verify. And she does suits for men, and she owns a pharmacy. So she put her pharmacy address, and only for the man to get there, now called and said, oh, I'm in your store right now. I want to buy some suits, but all I can see is drugs. So she had to she was so shocked and surprised. She wasn't expecting that. So she had to explain to the person that, oh, yes, this is my business as well. But the suit is just basically online. So the person had to understand. So imagine if it was a house. That's how the clients would have just showed up in a house, because people would show up. You'll be surprised at the address that you have placed there. So in answering Pastor Ife's question about the reshaping of the future of e-commerce, how can business stay ahead of trends? Yes, this can stay ahead. Number one, by having Google Alerts on their phone. Google Alerts is on their either phone, laptop. It's very easy. All you just need to do is to register for Google Alerts so that you stay updated. Like for me now, I have Google Alerts. So things happening in the e-commerce sector in different places, in maybe different countries, when Meta became Meta, all those things I got to know ahead. So having Google Alerts will alert you about things happening in your industry. Now that I'm in real estate as well, yes. So Google Alerts will give me the updates on, okay, this is what's happening in my industry, that is what is happening. So in order for you to stay ahead in future, please ensure that you use Google Alerts. So go register on Google Alerts. It will ask you the industries you want to stay ahead of. So you can put all the industries, maybe real estate, like mine. I had to pivot into real estate from e-commerce. So it could be real estate, it could be e-commerce, it could be clothing, it could be shoes, whatever. Just type it there. So it will send you a lot of emails every day. Oh my God, I get a lot of emails from them. So you want to be sure that you are ready for this, but it keeps you updated. So that's number one way I'm going to talk about that you can stay focused. Number two as well, study your competitors. I already said this. Number three, invest in technologies and innovative solutions as well. It's really important. You invest in technologies. We have a lot of apps, a lot of AI tools. You want to learn them, you want to study them. Not everybody will have money to employ people to use these apps for them, but you can study them yourself. There are a lot of these apps that can make life really easier, make your business very simplified. So you can learn about these apps. There are a lot of videos on YouTube, even if you don't have money to employ someone. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that can teach you how to do all of these things, how to use them. So you want to take advantage of YouTube as well to learn all of these things. That way you will be able to stay ahead and your business also will continue to grow as well. And of course, it will be profitable. And why this is also important is because even Facebook, Meta, they change like a snake changing the skin. You just discover that, oh, this particular button, I'm looking for it on Facebook or Instagram, I can't find it again. Meta has moved it somewhere else without having to tell you why and where they moved it to. So if you are not informed, staying alert and staying up to date in the industry, you won't know. So there are so many things, even Pastor can testify to that by laughter. So many things keep changing on the social media platform. So if you are not on top of your game, you just discover that the information the information now that you have now has become obsolete in the next 1 minute right now, because new information, new ideas, new technologies are just coming out to wipe out the old technologies and the old apps that we've been using. Okay, I hope I've been able to communicate better on e-commerce strategies.
Wow. You see, I think the flip side of all this is that time is not just our friend. Because one would have loved to go on and on and on and on. Unfortunately, we have to stop here. So, word from you, Pastor Ifeoma.
Pastor, if you did not hear you call, I'm sure she's still enjoying the show.
To be honest,
thank you so much.
I just actually wanted to continue.
Yeah, she's still trying to find out why the time was just fast spent.
Listening to her is like eating ogbono soup that Pastor O made.
Guy.
To finish.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor.
Mrs. Akintayo, thank you. God bless you. Thank you is just a word, but it goes a long way to express the moral content and the integrity of the receiver. The thing is, I am very sure we're going to have to bring you back again if your schedule permits.
Yes.
Okay, because this one is just like an appetizer. You have whet our appetite. We're looking forward to more.
And you know, in the course of her discussion, she talked about e-commerce and was almost tempted to go into
Real estate.
Real estate.
Real estate.
Then she guided herself.
But she just guided herself to just remain there. We also want to hear
talk about the real estate.
No problem. No problem.
The whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards.
The whole 9
Yes,
yards.
so
Thank you so much. God bless you.
thank you so much for having
So we're
me.
going to let you go right about now.
Yes.
And then we'll close the session with family trends.
Yes.
Okay.
Then maybe
Thank
there's
you.
word from
Yes,
her.
let's hear her.
Let's hear her.
So thank you so much for having me, Pastor O and Pastor Ife. I really appreciate it. And I enjoy your show when I watch them. And to the online audience as well who were watching, I can read your messages on my phone here. And they were really interactive. We have Arienta, Comfort, and if I don't mention your name, pardon me. They were really interactive, every one of you. Thank you for joining as well. I appreciate that. But what I would say is, it's not about being a part of this live show and all the speakers, guest speakers, pastors have been bringing. It's about making do with what you have learned. That is what will make them excited. They are not doing this because they have time to waste. They are doing this because they genuinely want to impact your lives. So what our advice you do is, all the guests they've been bringing, pick those things that work for you, that you can use to get results, and ensure you work with them so that you can get results. And that's what will separate you from the people who came and listened and did nothing, and you who came and listened and did something. So thank you so much for having me once again.
Wow. So,
Thank you. Wow.
So, family trends.
Thank
How was
you.
it?
Thank you. Oh,
How was it? I hope, or we hope, you had a beautiful time. You know, I think yes, for the first time we actually exceeded time.
yes,
But if
and
you ask me,
they didn't even notice that
it's
time
what
was
it-
exceeded.
Yes.
All
you know.
right. So family trends, what do you have to say? Let's have your feedback. Let's have your feedback. And for Shola, you were asking her to give you the step-by-step of how to register on the Google My Business. She already said it's something you have to find from YouTube.
YouTube, that you can
Just go to YouTube and put your question in the search button, and then you'll see a video that will guide you. All right. Okay, Joe Busy, Comfort, Ferdinand Shola, Chioma, Funke. We see all of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Thank you. And that's Mrs. Bisi Akintayo signing out there, thanking us for having her. Thank you. Thank you, Joe Busy. Joe Busy, you came late, but you can always play back. Okay? And then anyway, you said you got value regardless.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Till 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for morning prayers. It's bye-bye from here.
Bye.